As we celebrate Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, or AAPI, we're shining the light on a small business owned by an Asian American woman. She was having trouble finding the familiar, culturally inspired games and puzzles for her own children, so she decided to create her own. Shirley Chan introducing us to the founder of Bo and May.
This is the very typical jigsaw puzzle that we've all played as kids, but this is a different version, obviously, to kind of incorporate culture.
The idea behind it is that it's a story based on Asian cultural folk tales.
Story jigsaw puzzles based on the legend of the Moon Rabbit and the iconic Lucky Cat, a matching game with illustrations of the Chinese zodiac characters, the Vietnamese dice game, and of course, a mahjong set. Just some of the culturally inspired products designed to connect families with Asian traditions, offered by Bo and May.
They are the names of my two daughters.
Bo and May was created by Mai Truong. The company is named after her 4- and 7-year-old daughters, the seeds of her business planted during a dark time for Asian Americans.
During the pandemic, when we saw the rise of anti-Asian hate, that really shook me, and I started thinking about ways that I could make sure that my girls and myself could feel confident and proud to be Asian American in a world that was not telling us that we should feel that way.
While searching for products for her own children, Mai learned puzzles and games that integrate Asian cultures were not readily available, so she started creating her own and soon realized there was another facet to her passion project, her own journey to learn more about and embrace her Vietnamese roots. Mai and her husband are raising their family in Brooklyn, but she grew up in Southern California, where her parents immigrated after the Vietnam War.
Growing up, being one of the few Asians in my school, in my neighborhood, and so as a result, I really just wanted to assimilate, and so didn't grow up feeling a strong connection to that Vietnamese heritage.
Mai didn't want her daughters to feel disconnected from their Asian identity, but instead to celebrate their heritage and its traditions. And through items like her Lunar New Year kits, she wants others to as well.
That's another impetus for my business, is to contribute to that visibility, to make it accessible to not only the community, but so many others, to help people learn about and celebrate.
The game of mahjong seems to be having a moment right now, so it's no surprise that Bo and May's bestseller is their mahjong set. It is still the traditional game with a classic number of tiles, but it can be tailored for younger children.
Most Asian Americans, myself included, remember the familiar sound of clanking mahjong tiles when we were growing up. It usually meant grandparents or aunties were playing the game that involves strategy and luck. But it's now evolved to include all ages, a family-friendly pastime forming human connections you can't find in video or online games. Mai, her daughter Bo, and her mother-in-law giving me a mahjong lesson this afternoon.
To win mahjong, you want to create a hand made up of 4 sets of 3 and a pair. I want them to see it as an opening and as an invitation to learn about and develop an understanding and an appreciation of cultures outside of your own. I think that's what's so beautiful about mahjong as well, is that it's a bridge.
One mom's attempt to bridge the gap in the lack of representation so her daughters and their generation are visible and can feel seen. I'm Shirley Chan for Pix 11 News.
Yay!
A great addition to the great mosaic of cultures in our region.